Another quick little InDesign tutorial is how you convert text to outlines and what you can do with them. So we're just going to start with a quick text frame right here. We're going to go space travel, for example. I'm going to center that. I'm going to make that much bigger. Ooh, how about space instead of seps? Travel. I'm going to make that still much. I'm going to make that much bigger. 200 points, and it steps out of my text frame, so maybe not that big. Doesn't matter. For now, I'm just going to grab a different font as well. It's a KG Happy, sure, whatever. It's still too large. I should have planned that a little better, I guess. There it is. So this is a funky little typeface that I have. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. There you go. Just something like that. I can change the kerning a little bit, the space in between there, so it's a little tighter. You know, space the final frontier, but it needs to be a little tighter. So what I have here is still live text, right? Just like regular stuff. What I do now is I select my text frame and I go under type and go create outlines. And that changes my font into an object. Now, not only I cannot edit the text anymore, but I can select things individually, such as, you know, so it's an object now. So now I can, you know, just like a regular shape like this, basically, except it's filled in black. It's the exact same thing. The cool thing about this is, let's say I want to put an image in there. So let's say I want to put, you know, I can, you know, you can fill it up in with a color, whatever, right? You can ungroup them as well, because right now it's on 2 lines, so you can ungroup it. Right click on it, ungroup, and now the words are still kind of stuck together. They're still kind of grouped together, but by the line, right? So this one can be a different color, and this one can be blue. Lovely. But how do I want to bring an image in there? You select the object or the group of objects right there. You right click on it, and you go under content right here. And right now it's unassigned, meaning it's not, oops, right there. It's neither a text frame nor a graphic frame. There's just nothing. It's just a shape. So I can switch it to graphic. And then you see that little X blue line in there, basically, right? That tells me that it's an image frame. So you can do the same thing with a travel word right there, content, graphic, and it's blue on blue so you can't see it. So I'm going to make it green or red again. You can see the lines quite well. Now I can drop an image in there. Again, I'm going to grab that image from my desktop right here. I'm just going to drag it in and then click back on it. And there's my image in there. Double click on it, click and drag it before you scale it, before you move it. It's a bit large, so I'm going to scale it down. But the thing is, well, this one I also need to have the exact same thing, or, you know, so what I can do is I can again use my Pathfinder tool to merge those shapes. Or what if I want to just, you know, move this one down a little bit and then add a little block of text in between, for example, for if it was an editorial layout, for example, you would have a little block of text in between. So what I want to do is I want to select this image right here. Actually, I need to have it a little bit lower so it touches the bottom of the letters right here. So I'm just going to move it, drag it down just a little bit right here. All I do is I right click on it, I copy it, and then I select my travel image container right here, right click on it, and I go paste into. And there it is. So it's the same image. You can click on this one and you can see how far it goes down like this. And if I select this one down there, it's also the exact same position, the exact same location. And then I can put my my text in between, for example. Since it's already copied, I can also go paste in place. And paste in place will paste the image exactly in the same spot, but in a new image frame. And now it's on top of my, if I move it out of the way, it's on top of my space and travel words, right? So now what I can do is I can do, for example, I can, you know, move it back. I can go arrange, send to back. And all you see is those very faint outlines of my space and travel words right there. And what you can do, another cool little options right there. You can, I think you can right click on it. Yeah, effect, and you put a drop shadow to it, for example. And this is what happens. You move this thing out of the way. You can change the opacity. I'll put it at just 50%, so it's nice and light. And my X and Y offset is how far my drop shadow travels. So if I go like that, you can see how far it travels. What I want to do is I want to keep it at 0, and same for my Y axis right there. I want to make it a little bigger, and I want to spread it a little bit to make it a little thicker, kind of thing. And I click OK. And now, if I go into my view right there, sorry, my preview right there, hit the W on your keyboard or hit the preview right here. I'll just hit the W. This is what it looks like. So it looks like you've done some Photoshop work without having approached Photoshop. Again, so there's one object right here. I'll move it out of the way so you see how far it goes. And then there's a third one behind it, and that's a third image frame on top of that. So that's what you can do, changing type into an image frame.